Hey guys, welcome! Let's talk about different facial hair removal methods. Most of us need to take care of it, and I strongly believe we don't need to go to a salon for these services. And that is what motivated me into making this video. I'll show you a demo of all the methods that I'm going to talk about on my face. There are a lot of different methods out there, but I'm not going to talk about all of them. I'm only talking about the most popular methods that are there that I also use on my face. So stay tuned and let's get to the video. Firstly, I'm going to talk about shaving. A lot of women are scared of shaving because they think the hair will grow back thicker or coarser or it'll fasten the regrowth. But that's not true. Peach fuzz is not gonna grow back thicker or coarser, and there's a lot of research on it, and it never happened to me. My hair did not grow back thicker or coarser, so you don't need to worry about using it on your peach fuzz. But I don't use it on my eyebrows and my upper lip because the hair in those areas, for me, it's not exactly peach fuzz. You know, I have that kind of hair which has these, which is a little more coarser and thicker, and it has dark roots. And when I use a razor on them, I still end up with a shadow where I can see the dark spots underneath my skin, like tiny dark spots underneath my skin. So I don't use a razor on my upper lip and eyebrows, but on my peach fuzz, hell yeah. I'll show you a demo soon, but let's talk about how easy and quick and painless shaving is. It's very quick, painless, and it also helps to exfoliate your skin. That technique is called dermablading. They use a scalpel, but the process of doing it with your razor and the scalpel are almost similar. So you can still use a razor at home and get similar results. The instrument that they use is a little different. It can feel a little scary if you try to use that at home. So I don't encourage you to use that particular instrument, which is called a scalpel. Don't use it on your own. It is very sharp and it should be used by trained professionals. So I'm using this razor, but this is a little different. These are specifically used on your face. They are a little small in size. I bought these on Amazon. I'm sure you can too. So see, there is some hair around here, and like this whole area is just growing back. So take your razor, don't keep it like this or totally like this. You should be like an angle, like a small angle, like right here, like this. Okay? So you can go in this direction too. Like, I'm usually going in the opposite direction of my hair, but you can also go in the downward direction. I feel like going in the opposite direction gives me a cleaner removal or shave. I feel shy saying the word shave for my face. I don't know why. I shouldn't. You shouldn't too. So I'm going down this time in the downward direction. See my hair like just falling out. This looks so satisfying, you guys. I'm not sure about you. Just by doing this, I feel something's happening. Like I can clearly see the difference. And I would just use a tissue paper and scrape that off. If you have small breakouts or pimples, don't just scrape them off like that, obviously, right? You'll create a scar or you'll just irritate your skin by a great deal. So try to just avoid it. Like, you can do the surroundings, but don't do it over the pimple. Okay, this is not exactly a pimple. It's like a small breakout, like a whitehead. So I'm just gonna avoid whiteheads or breakouts, okay? It'll worsen the problem if you keep... Oh, it's difficult to talk about this. Okay, it'll worsen the problem. So the same way, just keep going up or down. When you, obviously, be careful when you are near your eye. on my tissue paper when I scrape my things, see? Like here, around this area, along with the hair. You see this, I don't know, this rubbish. I believe those are dead skin or some buildup on my skin. Okay, so shaving helps you remove that. You can definitely thread all this area too. If you prefer plucking it out, or if you have coarse hair, I would suggest plucking or epilation, because that removes hair from your follicles. So that's how you would shave. I'll get back to you with threading. Next, I'm going to talk about threading. It's the most popular hair removal technique out there. It removes the hair from the roots so you don't end up with any shadow. And it's very quick, but it can be a little painful and it needs some skill. With some practice, you would be able to do it on your own at home. I use it on my upper lip area. I feel it's very quick. It can be a little painful, especially when the hair is long, but I like the results in the end, so I use it. And I'll show you a demo now. As I always say, go makeup free, moisturizer free, okay? And I'm gonna put some talc. It reduces irritation and possible cuts. We're like, what? Cuts? Don't worry, it's not cuts, okay? And make sure you have some moisturizer on your fingers, because when your skin is really dry, it feels like the thread cuts in. Ooh, that's not good. So, okay, do this first. Practice. Ready? Go! Not bad. Now I'll show you how to, thread your forehead. So you see some hair around here. So there is some redness, which is very, very normal. I have some redness around here too, especially this part is more sensitive. So all that is very normal. Don't worry, it'll go back to normal in like a few minutes, okay? So, and it is also greatly reduced by applying, the powder. Okay, that's all about threading for now, and I'm gonna come back with a plucker. Yes, you got it right. The next method I'm going to talk about is plucking. You can use a plucker and tweezers. I feel like it's very time consuming because you need to pluck one by one, like one hair after the other. And I also feel like the results are not really smooth because I end up not plucking out each and every hair because it's, like I said, it's very time consuming. But it is very beginner friendly. That's how I started my facial hair removal journey, with a plucker when I was a teenager. And of course, I don't do that as much now. I still use it on my eyebrows sometimes, but not as much as I use the other methods. It can be a little painful. Pain actually depends on your own pain tolerance. My pain tolerance would be different from yours. So it's actually subjective, right? I'll show you a demo now. The hair is going in this direction, so you keep it like against it. Go to the root, close your plucker clasps, I think, and pluck it in the opposite direction. Close it. Pull it. Oh no. Like pull it. Sometimes you just cannot get everything. And And this skin around here is very sensitive and it's very thin, so be careful. There's so much to go here. This is how we do it with the plucker. I hope you learned a thing or two about plucking now. It is definitely time consuming like you've seen, but it's still a good way to do it. If you are a beginner, I think plucking is the easiest after shaving. I'll come back to you with epilation. Epilation also seems a little painful for me. It's like not too painful. I can definitely tolerate it because I like the results, but it can be painful for a lot of people. The results are very smooth and it's pretty quick. It's like you'll be done like in a second, like z. It removes your hair from the roots like how threading does, and you don't exactly need a skill to do an epilation. You just take the machine, the epilator machine, and just follow it up against your face. That's it. And I'll show you a demo about it too. I actually have a video where I tried my body epilator on my face for the first time on the video. It's pretty interesting, so if you want to know more about how my experience was, my first time experience was, go check it out. It'll be in the description. I've just realized I've actually made sections of my face for where I use different hair removal techniques. So for epilation, I have a section which is this area, like right on my jaw for this video. Okay. Whoa. My hair, it goes in this direction. Like all the hair goes to this point right here. So everything goes like this. So this is going that way. So I'm gonna epilate it this way. This makes it really clean. Right, I have shaved it, but if there are leftover hair, I can remove it this way. And that's it. That's epilation. Next, I'll talk about waxing. Waxing your face using a hard wax. I prefer hard wax over soft wax because you don't need strips and it's a little less messy. So the results are very smooth. Again, it removes your hair from the roots. So if you have coarse hair or thick hair, you won't end up with a shadow. Sometimes it can get a little messy. You can get all over your carpet if you don't take proper precautions, carpet or your floor. It also needs some kind of skill when you need to skill in using the spatula or the direction, pressure points, and pulling the hair in the right direction, everything. So it needs some skill, but definitely practice makes perfect. All these methods, practice makes perfect. Another good thing about hard wax is it's mildly less painful than soft wax. And I'll show you a demo where I use it here under my lips. This hair is difficult. It actually feels very painful whenever I try to pluck or thread or epilate. So that's why I tried using a hard wax one time and I like the results. So I continued to use hard wax only on this area, like specifically on this area. Make sure your wax is not too hot. Try it on your arm or something before releasing this. So it's not that hot anymore. It doesn't feel that hot. And it's already dry. Hello! So there is some hair around here. This much of my wax. Like, roll it a little and you can always do these in sections. Like, I would recommend doing these in sections. my wax got a little colder and it did not come out really good. I could have done a better job than this, but it's still good enough. I need to form a lip around here because I'll be plucking my hair, see, from this side. It's ready. Stretch it. Like, see there? Like really small. Like peach fuzz. It worked out pretty well, you guys. I used plucker for a couple of hairs around here, and it's all good. And that's it. But if you want to know a full detailed facial waxing tutorial, if you want to see something like that, please let me know in the comments and I will try to do it for you. I encourage you to try these methods at your home. Finally, I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. I still strongly believe we don't need to go to a salon for these services. But again, if you want to, you can. But I don't. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any more questions about any of the processes, please let me know in the comments. And I have some videos where I have detailed explanations about a few of these methods. I'll link them in the description. Please go check them out if you want to know more about them. Take care. I'll see you soon in my next video.